Hey Leamons, welcome back to another video of mine. So, I was thinking about something the other day. Someone told me that if you see a koala on Animal Jam Mobile, then that person is super beta and rare. And I was confused. That's just an animal in the game. It doesn't mean that the person is going to be rare or beta, does it? I mean, I'm not so sure. I guess koala did come out a while ago, which means they do have some rarity status now. And so many of them would be rare and beta, like that jammer said to me. So then, are some animals beta? Is that even a thing? I mean, if we take a look at the pets in Animal Jam, we can notice how some of those are beta and rare now. Certain ones like Sugar Glider, Armadillo Lizard, or Phoenix Fox are very wanted and rare in the game. Jammers would trade a good amount just to get their hands on one, especially depending on the pet's looks. Typically, the ones without eyelashes would be boys, most likely. They're more popular. The ones that have very nice colors, like black in the top and white on the bottom, are very popular too. They are just merely pets, but somehow have gone rare and beta over time. A while has passed and now they are looked at as uncommon and rare. Rare pets amongst the game. Kind of like the items in Animal Jam are. Many items in the game are super beta or rare now. They have undergone years of being gone from stores, making their worths rise in rarity. That's just how Animal Jam works. Stuff is gone for a while and of course it goes up in worth. But then, can this be the same for playable animals in Animal Jam? Like the koala, for example. And if so, how come not too many people see it that way? Who says Animal Jam ever has to bring back the koala? What if it never returns to the game? Well, that's kind of what I'll be discussing in this video of mine. Anyways, with that, let's all jump into things. I'm Leamonpuppy, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started with the video. So, as we've been talking about, Animal Jam has betas and rares. Items in the game that have been going up in worth ever since they started leaving the stores. Jammers are obsessed with trying to get these items, and the same goes for the pets too. All of the sudden, pets within Animal Jam have been going up in worth and rarity. They have done the same thing that the items have, become beta and rare over time. So how come the playable animals can't be the same way? It sounds super weird to think about at first. It honestly doesn't make that much sense for animals to be rare or beta either. But try thinking about it in a different way. You could argue that it's unfair if some animals don't come back to the game. Sure, if they start becoming rare and beta on the game. If you don't see a koala, then you know that person's automatically rare. It seems like this shouldn't happen. Like they aren't allowed to just not return. But items and pets have been doing exactly just that. They don't come back. They have been gone for super long and gone up in rarity. So, really, it's the same thing. Jammers are jealous when they see someone with a beta or rare item that they could only dream of. Stuff like raccoon tail, dragon wings, you get the point. Then, jammers could also be jealous of an animal that they could only dream of as well. I don't know why, but it just kind of makes sense to me now. I don't see why animals can't be beta and rare like the items and pets are. It's not too strange to say the least. I think it would be cool if there was like an animal that became super rare, one that people would talk about because it's so uncommon and cool. Like gone for a few years kinda rare. Jammers have an expectation for Animal Jam that they'll just eventually bring back certain animals. But really, they don't have to. It's not a requirement. They can do whatever they want to. I know a bunch of people who want seals back. And I'll tell you this, usually they come around wintertime in a bundle, so you'll be fine. But something like koala might just remain super uncommon and rare. When jammers see it, they'll think that person has a beta animal. Now, I will say one thing here. One flaw with this whole concept. You can't exactly trade playable animals. You cannot trade them to other jammers. That is not a possibility within the game's features. Can't happen. And I'm not just going to say that Animal Jam should allow that, for the sakes of this idea, because I don't think that. I think they shouldn't be tradable in the game. I think that's going a bit too far. Sure, it would be pretty cool, but it's the thing you play as in the game. It would be weird if you could just trade it to someone else. I don't think it makes too much sense. Although if it did happen, if you could trade Animal Jam animals to others, I wouldn't be against it either. I'd really like it, the concept of trading animals to others. But again, seems pretty strange to think about. And if it did happen, I'm unsure if they would make it so you could only trade animal for animal, or if they would make it so you could trade animals for anything in the game, like items and pets, of course. It would make the game more interesting, that's for sure. So, as of right now, how do I feel about this idea? I think I would really like it if certain animals got beta and rare in Animal Jam. I personally don't think that they have to have the feature of being traded to others, since they don't have set colors like pets, and it doesn't make that much sense to do so. Basically, a koala is worth the same as any other koala in the game, but an item with many colors can be worth different depending on what that color is, or a pet with a good color scheme is better than one with a worse or undesirable one. So I think that playable animals can become beta or rare, but I just don't want them to be traded within Animal Jam. I feel that they shouldn't be traded, and they can still remain beta or rare. And I also feel like jammers should notice when someone has a very rare animal more often. I feel like they don't get as much appreciation as they should. It's cool to have an old animal like koala. Why not be proud of that and become a koala more often? If you have one, at least. I mean, again, it's a cool idea to consider certain animals getting beta in the game, but honestly, I'm not sure how everyone else feels about this, so let me know how you feel about it in the comment section down below. I always love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the topic and discussion. So with all that said and behind us, that is the end of this video. I'm Leamonpuppy, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all next time.